After a blood test, a man discovers that his wound isn't healing even after several days. Initially, he dismisses it as normal, but when he learns that his secretary is experiencing the exact same problem, his heart sinks. Terrified, he immediately searches the internet. The results of his research shock him, as the symptoms point to a nasty and dangerous disease. He begins to wonder how this could have happened. Besides his wife, he had only been intimate with one other woman, his secretary. At the time, the secretary had confidently claimed it was her first time. Now the man suspects that one of them is lying. He has no idea that his wife had already learned the truth about the secretary's illness a month earlier. The wife goes to the office that day to reveal the truth. But as she reaches the office door and is about to knock, she hears sounds from inside that make her hands tremble. When she opens the door, she finds her husband and the secretary in a compromising situation. The moment is a shock to her. With tears in her eyes, the wife makes a decision on the spot. She hides the secretary's medical report. The wife says nothing at the time. She gives her husband the medical reports of the other employees and keeps the secretary's report for herself. In the corridor, she strictly instructs all the employees that the reports are private and must be kept confidential. A little later, the secretary deliberately confronts the wife. She shows the marks on her neck, asserting her dominance and trying to humiliate the wife with veiled insults. Not only that, she deliberately spills coffee on the wife. The wife can't take it anymore. She turns around and slaps the secretary hard. The secretary tries to retaliate, but another slap silences her. Hearing the noise, the husband rushes out of his office. Without understanding the full situation, he glares at his wife, then picks up his secretary and runs towards the medical room. Seeing this, the wife is convinced that her husband has truly broken his vows. That night, returning home, the wife prepares the divorce papers. The husband tries to persuade her, but the wife clearly understands that there's no point in saving a relationship that has been tainted. Meanwhile, the husband receives a call from the secretary. The wife tries to stop him, telling him not to make any more mistakes today. But seeing his restlessness, she finally lets him go. The husband signs the divorce papers without hesitation and goes to the secretary. He doesn't realize that he is losing his true life partner forever. In fact, all of this is a well-planned conspiracy by the secretary. A month passes and the divorce is finalized. The wife is certain that both her husband and the secretary have now contracted the same disease. Sometime later, the husband receives an invitation to an auction. He learns that the world's only medicine that can control a dangerous disease like AIDS will be auctioned there. It also comes to light that his ex-wife and the secretary will also be attending the auction. On the day of the auction, the wife arrives with grace and confidence. The husband taunts her, but she simply smiles without responding. Then in front of everyone, she exposes all of the secretary's schemes. In anger, the husband starts buying expensive things for the secretary to show off. But the wife's attention is solely on the medicine. As soon as the bidding for the medicine begins, the husband panics and starts thinking that perhaps his wife is the one who is ill. In anger and arrogance, he throws the only dose of the medicine to the ground. The secretary smiles a triumphant smile, and the people present start mocking the wife. Then the wife says in a calm and firm voice, "For a person who doesn't value themselves, no medicine will be of any use."